What is up, athletes? This is our athletic muscle building workout. We're going to be talking about our Jacked Athlete program here. All right, first we're going to get into the warm up here. So we're going to do a full body warm up, get the blood flowing, do some hops to strengthen those ankles, get into some plows, work on some force production, and then we're going to warm up that upper body with some floor passes. Then we're going to get into some contrast sets. So focusing first on strength and power, key attributes we need to have as effective athletes. And then we're going to finish with the hypertrophy block. What you need to understand with hypertrophy is that we need to take things to near failure if we really want to optimize muscle growth. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a lot of mechanical tension. And what research shows us is that we create the most mechanical tension at the end of sets closest to failure, where we're involuntarily slowing down our contraction, right? So basically fatigue is kicking in naturally and contraction is slowing down, and you really got to work to finish the sets. That's why all those are going to fail. Now, during our contrast sets, we're going to be focusing on 3 sets there. Take optimal rest periods because you're working on optimizing performance there. And then we get into the hypertrophy block. You're taking it to failure, so you need to rest optimally. 2 to 3 minutes between sets, 1 to 2 minutes between supersets, and then even for the isolation work, like the bicep curls and the shoulders, you're going to want to rest even between the 2 arms a little bit, just to make sure that you're getting the most mechanical tension possible to optimize the 2 sets that we're going to be spending in there. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into that workout. So we're going to kick this Jacked Athlete workout off by warming up the body. Here we're starting with the rower. You can use an assault bike. You can use any type of cardio equipment, honestly. Just get the blood flowing. 3 to 5 minutes always works. Then we're going to start from the lower leg up. We're going to work with some hops here. The key with the hops is you want to punch the ground with the feet, being bouncy and responsive. If you don't have a ladder, that's totally cool. You could always just set some cones 7 to 10 yards apart. The key is working from all angles so that we're working all the intrinsic muscles within the feet and ankles. And then we're going to start here to turn the nervous system on by getting into some repeated broads. Now, the key with the repeated broads that we're about to get into here is making sure that you're jumping high and far. You want to jump up so you can work and get those legs under you so you can punch the ground and continue forward and getting out as far as you can. Then we're going to get into these floor passes here, really turn on that upper body so we are nice and explosive going into this workout. Because the key here with all this workout is we still want to focus on being athletic and working on our strength and power, and then we get into the hypertrophy portion. So here we have a little wave load. This is the top set for our heavy barbell incline press. And then we're going to get into some assisted push-ups here. Again, being explosive, trying to get as high and as far off the ground as we can, being explosive. All right, and then we're going to get into our wide grip lat pull downs, working those lats, maximizing strength here, really going heavy on these. And then when we get into our standing rainbow slams, we really want to be explosive. So feeling those hips turn over, utilizing a full body so we're getting everything into the throw, trying to literally blow this ball up every throw. Then we're going to get into our lunge iso cable row. I like these just because they work that lower half, keep them turned on. Get the core engaged. Still staying heavy here, but we're utilizing our legs to stabilize us versus a machine or cable set. Versus a bench. And then we're going to get into that step back shot put. Now the key here is coiling. So again, turning on that back hip, making sure we're getting everything into that punch and throw. Okay, we're going to be doing 2 apiece on each side there. And then now we're getting into our muscle building portion. If you notice here, all of these exercises are going to be going to fail. As I mentioned before, the key for hypertrophy and growing muscle is we have to get to near failure where there's a slow involuntary contraction, not purposely slowing the weight down, but literally lifting heavy weight so long that our muscle literally slows itself down. That's where real muscle is grown. This is also why this is at the tail end of our workout here, because if you do this at the beginning, you are going to be working against the athletic qualities we're trying to improve. So always start on the athletic qualities, then get into the hypertrophy sets here at the end. All right, all 4 of these exercises, they are great exercises to really blow up all the muscles we're targeting, but take them to fail. We're only going to be doing 2 sets of each. Make sure you're resting long enough so that you really can maximize your force output so you can get everything out of these lifts. And yes, these will get you stronger, so they're always good to do. And then last, we're going to finish up with some core work. We are athletes, so we definitely want to utilize all various ways to attack the core. So here we're working some heavy flexion. Go as heavy as possible on these. Make sure to push the hips forward so you fully stretch the abs. And then we're going to get into our single arm farmer carries. Same thing, go heavy as fuck on these. If you don't go heavy, then they're not going to work well. All right, so really trying to stay upright and keep those shoulders and hips level as best you can. And these I like. The key with these is making sure to pull that kettlebell all the way through, slide it on the ground so that we get that internal rotation, so we get a little T-spine work there. All right. And that was our Jacked Athlete workout. I hope you guys all like that. Make sure to comment below if you have any questions. Be on the lookout for more of our YouTube videos. Our goal is to put out at least one a week. We put out a ton of shorts and stuff too. And if you haven't already, make sure to go follow our Instagram, our TikTok, both at Athlete Academy _ at the end. And we hope to see you guys soon. Later.